All right, happy Friday night, everybody. Welcome on into the daily broadcast coming to you from the Raiderland Worldwide headquarters, where it's been a little breezy here today in West Texas. We'll talk about that with you tonight as we go through a lot of things going on. Tech baseball about to start down there in Houston, softball engaging as well. We've got Tech basketball in the meaningful Big 12 semifinal game against Arizona. Do no harm. That is our motto this week. Last night they got the win against Baylor, but you're banged up. No chance Williams tonight. And I'm not when I say no chance Williams, I don't mean no chance Williams. It'd be Don Williams. I don't mean no chance to win, but hey, you got a free roll. You're playing on house money tonight. You win, you win. You lose, you lose. Don't worry about it. The hay is in the barn for this team. We'll get your thoughts on all that. Find out the most Texan thing you have done this week. We do that every Friday in Raiderland. The world needs more Texanness. The world needs more people doing Texan things. What did you do that was really Texan this week? Maybe it was just surviving the dust storm and the windstorm in West Texas. And we want all those stories tonight, all right? So get in on the comment section. Get in on the chat line. Thanks to United Supermarkets and Market Street. There we go. That's much better product placement. All right, so you guys know what to do. Give us your baseball thoughts. Can they turn around? What do you want to see out of basketball tonight? What's your ideal scenario on all of these fronts? And then anything else that is going on. In 3, in 2. Good evening, West Texans, all you good, fine, friendly folks out there who wish you were. I'm Ryan Hyatt, TheRaiderland.com, where you start your day. Every day we give you our morning column. And the couple of times this week, okay, so you guys know that Twitter got hacked, right? Elon Musk got hacked. We've had a hard time linking up in the hot link section a lot of the stuff we normally link to, so it's kind of sparse there today. I apologize, but the links were still fresh and awesome. And it was Friday, and we gave you the content to sound off on, which is the most Texan thing you have done this week. All of this brought to you by McAlpin Chiropractic, the official chiropractor in Raiderland. He's a good West Texas guy. He's worked with high-level Texas Tech athletes for decades. Hey, if you need a chiropractor, call Kevin McAlpin. Tell him thanks for being a part of Raiderland. And we're brought to you by Golf USA. Today was wretched, horrible, no good day. You could probably be playing golf on Sunday. That's the beautiful thing about West Texas. Run over there, 67th in Indiana. Tell Stacy Nix and the crew we sent you, and get ready to go. I don't know what you need. Maybe you need new clubs. It's entirely possible you need new clubs. You probably don't need new clubs. Maybe just, need to get regripped. It happens. Men our age need to get regripped. Go over there, find out, and maybe just buy a hat and a shirt and look good, right? If your golf game's going to suck, at least look good. They can make that happen at Golf USA as well. So thanks to all of our great sponsors tonight. You guys jump in, whether you're on Facebook, and we're glad you're there with us on Facebook, whether you're on our YouTube channel, Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland. We're getting closer to the magical 500 mark. Everybody sign up, subscribe. If you're on YouTube tonight, please hit like, give us thumbs up, share that, grow it. And then our people on Twitter, where again this week, Twitter's been a little rough and rocky. And I know not everybody's been able to get in on Twitter. I understand that. Hopefully things are getting better on the Twitter front. That's why you subscribe to all of our platforms. They're all free. They don't cost anything. All right, let's get it going tonight. James is first off with the thumbs up. That's what you do. Let us know the audio's good. The video is good after that. Who canceled the junior high track meet to get this win? Canceled. I assume they had like the junior high city championships today. Why would we not have a junior high track meet today? Good heavens. I mean, this wasn't the worst I've ever seen, but this is an all-timer. I'm here to tell you, this is an all-timer. I've seen Darker Dust. All of a sudden, we're doing a James Taylor song. But this one was right up there. And the Panhandle got it worse than we did. They got it really bad up there. Jan jumps in somewhere. There she is. James, I went to Hutch's track meet yesterday. It was super windy and dirty, but not as bad as today. No, not at all. And just as long as you're running with the wind. We always want to run with the wind. I could clear 2 hurdles in one jump when I was running with the wind. Indeed, the talking box is on. All right, so all this stuff going on tonight. We got basketball. If you missed the round ball rewind last night, Tech wins 76-74, hanging on, outlasting Baylor. There was no way the three-point shooting of the first half was going to sustain itself. It was kind of priced in on some of the in-game Las Vegas betting numbers, which I still thought at Baylor at the half, 10.5. I'm like, yeah, turned out to be that would have been a really good bet if you were making that. Now it's Arizona tonight after Kansas. Thank you for playing. Thank you for your enjoying your home court advantage. You may go now, Kansas. And now it's Texas Tech and Arizona tonight in a game that doesn't really matter. I believe Texas Tech is a 3 seed in the NCAA tournament. I believe Texas Tech's going to either Wichita or Denver. I don't think Tech can be a 2 seed. Well, what if they win? Well, what's it worth to get to a 2 seed? What are you willing to sacrifice? You're going to have about 6 or 7 healthy players tonight. You know, Emilio, we don't know where Emilio Estevez is. We don't. He's missing in action. Federico plays a couple of minutes last night more than me. You know, it's not worth it. So just go play a game tonight. Have fun. Go play a game. If you accidentally win, then you got to play again against the winner of Houston and BYU. Boy, BYU all of a sudden, right? Are we willing to start? Is anybody wanting to say right now BYU, not the best team in the Big 12, but is anybody willing to say BYU the hottest team in the Big 12 right now? They don't know the meaning of the word fear. And looking at a lot of their transcripts, they don't know the meaning of a lot of other words. Thank you very much. I'll be here all week. Chris, someone's trampoline resting on the median I-27 in South Amarillo. We had one out here in the country one time go missing for about 2 miles. Today I saw a shot put blow back towards me. That's not good. You're not kidding about the panhandle, Hyatt? No, it's been a rough day up there. Still going on. The over-under, I'll take the under. And I don't know. Let me see if I can look real quick. Total tonight is 152.5, which is, a little bit tick to the high side. Here's why. Both teams are a little tired. And when you're tired, you don't play defense. We'd like to think all the time that when you're tired, your shooting legs go away. No, when you're tired, you don't play defense, and guys actually go to the rim. It can lead to a higher scoring game. Unders early in conference tournaments, new gym, no crowds, no energy, no environment, and usually bad teams playing. Overs a little bit more in conference tournaments as the week goes on. Dead legs, pretty good athletic teams. Ain't nobody playing defense, they get to the rim. I actually think this will be a moderately high-scoring game. We'll see what happens. You tell me what you want to see happen. Is everybody sharing this, by the way? I mean, we got Robert there on our YouTube channel. We got YouTube. Where's my Twitter people? I know Twitter's been rough. I know X has been rough this week. At Ryan Hyatt Media. You guys can get in thanks to United Supermarkets and Market Street. Look for the ad specials this weekend. Get set up for your own personal watch party for the bracket reveal on Sunday. We're going to do a show Sunday. It's going to be a big show. Greatest show ever. Greatest bracket reveal show we've ever done. I promise you. It's going to be great. So all of our Twitter people, you guys jump in as well. You can get your comments in. So, yeah, I'm a little bit to the over tonight on basketball. We are underway in Houston, by the way, top of the first. Thompson leading off, flies out to center on a 1-0 pitch. Damian Bravo after that, first pitch he sees, flies out to right field, and boy, are his arms tired. And then you've got Robin Villeneuve, Quebec, grounding out to third on a 1-0 pitch. We're going to the bottom of the first, scoreless in Houston. We're underway. We'll get some baseball thoughts for sure as we go through tonight. They just got to find something, all right? Just got to find something. And meanwhile, Houston and BYU, the Cougars are up 23-14, 6:53 to go in the first half, and a moderately pedestrian pace right there. Somebody get me a cheeseburger and get me the game tracker stats on that. BYU's got to be shooting dreadful. They are 19% from the floor. Yeah. Cougs 40%. Yeah. So BYU 19%, 25 long range, and I'm going to screw something up and click on the wrong thing. Give me that. Give me the box score. All right. So BYU, yeah. Ooh. Those threes aren't going in. And just as I say that, Andy chiming in, one of our great Facebook people. Everybody can be on Facebook, Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland. Everybody can watch on YouTube, Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland YouTube channel, and on Twitter. Chris, lots of ice cream being eaten in Kansas City with this BYU run. They do enjoy the ice cream, and if they make they make the finals and everything. No, it doesn't matter. It's on Saturday. It's cool. It was the women's tournament where they had the deal that if BYU made the finals, they would play it on Monday at like 3:00. Dallas and Kennedy. Dallas Kennedy. Kennedy didn't like Dallas. Dallas didn't like Kennedy, but Dallas Kennedy's got a great name. Tech only has one win against a team currently ranked in the top 25. A 2 seed ain't happening. And again, we don't look at rankings. We look at quads. We look at resume builders. The biggest problem that Texas Tech has is the non-conference schedule. The Big 12 schedule obviously has been fine. You got a lot of quality wins in that. So, it's not a ranking still, but it is a little bit of a lot to me from the 3 to the 2. They're going to hammer them on the non-conference schedule. The UCF loss now is a quad 2 instead of a quad 3 loss. Nathan Geis, I think, posted that earlier today. But to me, the metrics just don't add up. And I know we pay attention to 2 great sites that are as good as it gets. HoopsHD.com. John Title's got them right now as a 3 in HoopsHD.com. And then we also follow Dave Allman in Bracketville.wordpress.com. Now, Dave's been high on Tech for about the last 3 weeks, and he set him on that 2 line. He's been pretty adamant about it. And nothing that Tech did last night, I know, changed what Dave Allman at Bracketville.wordpress.com thinks is going to happen, that it's going to be a 2 seed for Texas Tech. And I think he's got them in Wichita. No, he's got them on the 2 line in Denver. Yeah, it's Title that's got them in Wichita as the 3. Doesn't really matter, though, does it? But this is the great example of you've got to do a better job with the non-conference scheduling going forward. Otherwise, this team would probably be a solid 2 seed no matter what. Alan, BYU will lose in the first round again next week. The hot streak ends tonight. He's calling it. He's calling his shot. This man, he lived in Utah. He covered, as much as you cover BYU in Utah for TheRaiderland.com. He's been out there. He understands it. He's been in their brains. The fake Natalie Maines, who may or may not be the real Natalie Maines. I can just taste dirt still all day long. Anybody go home today? I want to hear your dirt stories. I want to hear your wind stories today, how horrific the drives were. I can't believe my wife, no problems this morning going to work and coming back. She's a brave West Texas young lady, but my gosh, heading out in the dark and all that stuff. I want your wind stories today. Anybody get any significant damage? We hope not. There's probably some out there. Had a couple of things broken on the porch. One of them was already broken, so it doesn't matter. Fake Natalie Maines, Dear Hyatt, how are you? I am fine. But really, how are you? I am windblown. Did Richie Saunders for BYU too many tater tots for the game? He looks like a mere mortal against the Cougs, just so you know. Love you. Where are we on? 8 points, 2 rebounds, 2 of 5, 2 of 3 long range, 2 of 2 at the line. Does have a steal, moving around pretty good, bopping around pretty good. It's not bad. Love me some tater tots. Chris, 2 and 3 seed interchangeable. Where they will be playing is more important, and I agree. And again, you've got bracketing principles, so you're going to be away from Houston. You're going to be away from whoever the next best seeded team in the Big 12 is going to be, and you're going to get your deal, which ain't so bad to me. If that means, again, and I love Dave to be right, Dave Allman at Bracketville.wordpress, go to Denver, be the 2 seed, and funnel back through the West in San Francisco. He's got Florida as the 1. There, Oregon is the 4, and then your 2, 3 are A&M and Texas Tech. And I know what he's doing there, and the committee loves to do this, and that if they could match A&M and Texas Tech up in a Sweet 16 game, they'd absolutely love to do it. That would be good for ratings. Back on the I want to go back to John Title at hoopshd.com. Give me your bracketology, John. 1 day, 22 hours, 15 minutes, and 0 seconds until the bracket is released. That's where they have Texas Tech. John has Texas Tech as the 3 in Wichita going through the South, which that puts you with Auburn as the 1, Clemson as the 4, and then you're the 3 and Michigan State's the 2. All right. I'm fine by that. You know, you on that bracket, you go to Wichita, Kansas. You'll have a lot of Tech fans there. You'll have some Big 12 fans. He's got Montana as the 14 there, and then UCLA and Oklahoma, 6 and 11. Sign me up for a little bit of that. We're good, right? Everybody be good with that right now? Gators. Well, Gators. Good for Gators. Florida Gators? Meanwhile, back in Houston, bottom of the first, runner on third, 1 out. He had Broussard walking to lead off the game on a 3-1 pitch, and then it was a steal of second before Jimenez fouls out, and now you've got Mac Hewer on the mound with 1 out and a runner on third, taking on McGinnis. A 417 left-handed hitter, hitting 480 with runners on, and in scoring position, he's had a nice little year so far, 529. So an early showdown here. And as the pitch comes in on an 0-2, it's fouled out in foul territory, and making the grab over there for Texas Tech. It's the Canadian Villeneuve. So Texas Tech now getting the out on that, and off we go. Before a line out double play. Hold on. Jimenez fouls out. It was McGinnis who lined into the double play. It's changed on me real quick. Wow. Pitcher to third. Broussard gets picked off on the line out double play, and Texas Tech gets out of a little bit of a jam in the first inning. We're going top of the second, scoreless in Houston. Goodness gracious. We got so much stuff going on. It's beautiful. We love it. Randy, is Dave Allman from Braggoville related to the World Farm? No, it's Almond. O-M-M-E-N. Almond, not Almond. Dave Almond. My West Texas accent may not make that clear. That'd be cool if he was. And if you want to go back to Monday, a lot of what we talked about on bracketing principles Monday on the daily broadcast with Dave Almond, you find it archived at theraiderland.com. I would highly recommend going back and listening to that. You'll understand a lot of how the committee puts together the bracket and why you see some of the things you see and you go, well, that doesn't make any sense. Well, it does when you understand what they're doing and how they're putting the bracket together. Alan, baseball losing this series at UH, baseball losing the series at UH will make baseball guy worried they can't turn it around. So you're already calling it. Baseball is going to lose the series. You know, I'm looking for a lot of things this weekend out of baseball. One is the guy who's on the mound right now in Mac Hewer. You got to go out and be a Friday guy, which used to be the number one guy, but now it just means don't get the bullpen torched. Give me 5 or 6. Give me a chance to win. The lineup, they're still playing with the lineup, and let's go back through the way they've set it up today. So you got Thompson leading off, then Bravo hitting second, playing right. Villeneuve at first. He's kind of got that lockdown. Logan Hughes out there in left field. The average has dipped. He needs to get the offense going. Good power, good hitter, but it's 236, Logan. Hitting fifth, the catcher Dylan Maxey at 316. Then Davis Rivers, the DH, 286. Left-handed hitting DH. And this is a good lineup that can flip around, but they're not doing it tonight, lefty-righty. TJ Pompey goes to short. His first start at short this year. The average at 417. Garrett Bam getting the start at third. You know, they tried Ryan Coleman at a short. He just wasn't hitting. So you give Bam a chance at third and see if he can hit and hold down that. And then Tracer Lopez will move over to second. while he hits 245. You're searching for answers right now. There's no two ways about it. You're just trying to find two or three things tonight that one, you need to find a win. You need to win the series. All right. You win the series and things really begin to change fairly dramatically for Texas Tech. The first RPI from D1 baseball will be released on Monday, the 17th. The strength of schedule is going to be tremendous. The RPI, if Tech will go in 2 of 3 this weekend, will be much stronger than I think a lot of Tech fans can imagine from a baseball standpoint right now with just a 3-win team. I'm not saying it's going to be great. I'm saying it's going to be better than you think it will be. But if Tech will go get 2 of 3 this weekend, now we can start talking about some stuff with TCU coming up. We got you on a Friday night, Tech basketball. Your thoughts, win, lose, otherwise. How hard are you willing to go tonight? What do you want to see Grant McCaslin do? Or do you just say, hey, let's manage the minutes? To me, it's a load management night like in the NBA. You're on the back end of a 3-game road trip, and you're on the second game of a back-to-back, and you're ready to go home, and you're just going to rotate guys in and out, and it really doesn't matter to me who's doing what. Just spread the minutes around, play a little basketball, and if somehow you win, you win. And if you don't, that's okay, because these games don't matter. 33-20 Houston cruising right now. Just cruising right now. And they have not really been stretched at all so far in this Big 12 tournament. I meant to go back and look last night and see what the minutes were on how much they played and who they played. So far tonight, your top guys have gone pretty hard tonight. 3 of the 4 starters going over 12 minutes to 14. So, they're playing it tonight. But what are you willing to do? James, can Tech be 500 for baseball and conference play? Yeah, I think they can. I think they can be better than 500. I think you get to 500 on the season. I think they can certainly be 500 in conference play. The Big 12 is not very good this year. And they knew this going in, and that's why they scheduled the way they did, that there was going to be a drop down in the Big 12. It's actually worse than we thought. No Big 12 team ranked in the D1 baseball top 25 this week. First time I can ever remember that happening this deep in a season, that not a single Big 12 team was ranked. Tim Tadlock knew going in this year that the league was going to be a little bit down. So you had to get your skins on the wall outside the conference for the RPI, and it didn't happen. So now you're gambling that the strength of schedule will bail you out and that you can win enough games in the Big 12 that you can get back on a, I'm not even going to just you're in the NCAA tournament. We'll just say that. For the next month, if you hear me say anything on a seed line for Tech, just stop me and just say, hey, hi, let's get them in the NCAA tournament. If you're in the NCAA tournament, that's really all that matters. I don't even really care about hosting this year or anything like that. Let's not talk about that right now. Dallas says, stop one drive to the basket just to prove you can, then sit all the starters. Talking about Tech basketball tonight. Mm-hmm. Hate saying it, losing OU and Texas hurt in baseball. Yeah, it did. It absolutely did hurt you. And Texas has been obviously high quality in baseball. Oklahoma has been good over the last several years, including a CWS big run appearance. And, you lose that. And then you look around this league, and we talked about it last week on one of our daily commentaries. Not a lot of the current Big 12 schools have really given to baseball what the SEC and some other schools have. And it hurts, Jan, just don't get anyone hurt tonight. Play loose. Don't push. Big dance, more important. Absolutely 100%. That's what I'm saying. Just rotate the minutes almost like we're drawing names out of a hat. Who's playing the next 5 minutes? We don't care who's out there. Just have some fun. Nothing better than fun. All right, it's Friday. You can tell us the most Texan thing you've done this week. You can give us your wind stories today. How bad was it on my dirt roads today? We had visibility of maybe 25 or 30 feet at different times where you're going down a dirt road, just you know where you are, and you're praying that the guy who's coming your direction, if anybody is, knows where they are, where their side of the road is, and that it's not a tractor. Not that any tractors would have been out today or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, I was rolling through there with my hazards on, and every light I could turn on was on the vehicle. If I'd had a foghorn, I would have been punching the foghorn every 20 seconds or so. In town, it was 10 times better, 10 times nicer than what it was out by Raiderland World headquarters. 4-minute, play 4-minute quarter or TV timeouts for the rotation. Yeah, and even if you do that, there's just not a whole lot of folks to rotate in tonight. There's only so much you can do. Man, Houston stretched it out. 40-20, 32 seconds left in the first half against BYU. So, yeah, there you go. 20% shooting for BYU so far, 46% for Houston, 33% long, and then 20% long for BYU in this 40-20 beat down, at least in the first half, but not so fast because remember what Tech was doing to Baylor. Although, no, Texas Tech was rolling up points, but they weren't getting the separation from Baylor because Baylor was getting to the rim. Baylor was shooting free throws. And little secret, last night's game is how Tech gets beat in the NCAA tournament, whether it's second round or Sweet 16. That game last night is how you get beat. You don't get to the line. You shoot too many threes, and then the threes stop falling, and you're getting killed on points in the paint. And that's that. They survived that horrible recipe last night. You won't survive that in the NCAA tournament, most likely. Most likely, is what I said. But if you want to know what the game looks like that they lose, it's that game, and the other team has 4 more points than Baylor did, and you lose by 2 instead of winning by 2. I mean, I love it when they're hitting the threes, but man, you just can't do that. It's not going to work out for you. Trust me. Could not sit on the patio at Gators today because of the wind. That's a sad day. When you can't be on the patio at Gators Bayou, 98th and Slide Road in Lubbock, Texas, that is a sad day. Did the zone really mess with Tech as much as bad shooting? No, it was regression to the mean. You just weren't going to keep hitting shots like that. The zone made Tech a little passive, I thought, and that's what a zone invites you to do. A zone wants you to be passive. A zone wants you to stay way out there. The way you beat the zone is punch the zone, drive the ball in, enter it, take it back out, get a good look, or go attack it and get fouled. Texas Tech really did neither effectively in the second half. Now, a lot of that was the fact that you only had about 6 or 7 guys playing. They were dead-ass tired. Their legs were gone. And that played into the idea of the zone. You got a dead-legged team. Okay, stand out there and be dead-legged. It wasn't so much the zone that did it, though. To me, it was just, again, regression and you not being aggressive. So if you want to say that the zone caused you to go passive, then I would agree with that. But it's not like this team can't hit threes, but you're just not going to go 15 of 20 every half. It just ain't going to happen. Go to the rim. Good things happen. You get fouled. I mean, look at Baylor last night. Let's go back to that box score real quick. Baylor last night, at one point, had made like 10 more free throws than you had attempted. They end up 16 of 19. You end up 11 of 16. But that's only because some fouls late and what Baylor was doing. Not because you were aggressive. They were fouling you. And the thing I don't get about Tech going to the rim and getting fouled is they're a really good foul shooting team. For the most part, they're a really good free throw shooting team, at least up until like the last 3 minutes when it really matters in a close game. But let's not talk about that right now. Go get your 16 or 17 points in the first 17. I mean, you know, in the first 37 minutes. In the last 3 minutes, we'll do what we can. We had halftime. We are 41-20. The decision desk is telling us that Houston is probably going to win this game. So it's Tech and Arizona tonight. You guys enjoy the game. We're going to be keeping up with Tech baseball all weekend long. See what we can find down in Houston for the Red Raiders as we are sitting here bottom of the second, scoreless still. Last inning, it was a Hughes single to lead it off. Then Maxey flies out. Hughes still second. Rivers reached on a fielding error. Hughes advanced to third, and then, hi there, TJ Pompey lines into a double play, third to first. So we've had two double plays, one recorded by each team in the early go as we are working in the bottom of the second in a scoreless game. Mac Hewer on the mound for the Red Raiders. Need some courage out there, Mac, tonight. Give them about 5 or 6. Give the bullpen a night off for the most part and see what happens. Did we go green, white, checkered? Yeah, we went green, white, checkered. We're right there anyways. At least it's a single green, white, checkered because the next flag is going to end the race. So we want you guys to share this, put this out there on social media, grow it. We'll have this on our website here in just a little bit, theraiderland.com. But put it on your Facebook page, Twitter, everything else, and then sign up on Twitter at Ryan Hyatt Media. Follow us there. Sign up on our YouTube page for Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland. Don't cost nothing. And then the same thing on Facebook. It's all good. It's all out there, man. It's easy to do, and it's all free here in Raiderland. Tomorrow, Saturday column, probably Diamond Talk tomorrow, and then we'll do a round ball rewind selection show on Sunday, and we'll probably throw in some baseball too with you. So just be flexible with us on the weekend. We got a ton of stuff coming up for you. So thanks for hanging out with us on the show tonight. Enjoy your Friday. Hope it's safe wherever you are. Let's get this wind over with for a couple of days. We'll be dusting the house down, I know, on Sunday. I know what we're doing on Sunday. Got to wait for Saturday to kind of get through, and then Sunday, yeah, there'll be some dusting going on. All in all, we're just dust in the wind. Think about that.